Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Never HTV, and today, I want to talk about Marwa and the robbery that happened to Rocio, the wife or the girlfriend. Guys, welcome and subscribe to this channel, guys. I just want to request you to subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you so much, and always coming back. Now, I have not talked about Marwa in quite a while, and this is because I decided now to also try to build myself up without reacting on Marwa or talking about Marwa or every other time, and I decided to now go kind of a different angle as a YouTuber and try to do something of my own, try to do my own videos about my own life, lifestyle, cooking, traveling, small travel here and there. And I stopped talking about Marwa, not because of anything, but just because we have to cultivate ourselves every other time that we want to grow. But today, I'm tempted to talk about Marwa. Because what happened is that Marwa's girlfriend, Rocio, was robbed in the city of Nairobi. Her handbag was snatched by a motorcycle rider, and it was very traumatizing. And I felt it for Rocio, I felt it for Marwa, because these two were walking together in the city of Nairobi. And as usual, Marwa was vlogging. And the motorcycle thief just comes from behind them and snatches the handbag from the shoulder of Rocio, the wife. And this girl got so confused and started running after the motorcycle rider thief. Guys, I just want to do a very short video and react on this because it is very, very unfortunate. First of all, Kenya has had a very bad name out there in the world because what is this that we are showing people about Kenya? Marwa has been in every other country in the world, recording, vlogging on the streets and doing everything. He has never been robbed. His camera has never been snatched. He has always found people who want to even give, show him the way, assist him in any way. And this was not warranted, actually. This was not warranted. That when he walks with a girlfriend in the city of Nairobi, which is Marwa's city, her handbag is snatched. And this kind of a trauma is bad because Rocio was so traumatized. Can you imagine? Put yourself in her shoes. Anything like that's happening to you as a human being, you will obviously react the same way she reacted. Actually, she started running against the robber, and the robber was already on a motorcycle. And she was running, and Marwa constrained her or restrained her. But they went to the nearest police station and reported the matter. But what I want to talk about is not even the content of the bag. What she lost was an iPhone, her purse with its 8,000 shillings, and her GoPro camera, which was there. I want to thank God that her passport was not there. You know, these people are traveling. They have started their travel now. Actually, they're in Nairobi because they want to start traveling. But thank God her passport was not in that handbag. If the passport was there, this travel would have just been cancelled. But look at her. Anything that was in that bag was materialistic, but that is not what I'm talking about here. What I want to talk about is the emotional pain that she was caused by this robber in the streets of Nairobi on a Sunday morning. And you know, it is very, very traumatizing. Guys, I've been robbed one time, and I did a video about somebody who tried to snatch my camera, but that time they did not succeed. But I've been robbed there before in a showground. Somebody just, snatched my handbag and went with it. It had money, it had a phone and all that. And I felt the pain. But I can't even imagine the pain that Rocio felt. No, not even the pain. The confusion. Somebody is just traumatizing you on the streets, snatching your bag. And minutes before, somebody had come to say hi to them and said, okay, I'm your fan and I had seen my cry on phone when you people are being beat by the villagers and blah, blah, blah. And Marwa, talks to everybody. He filmed that guy. He recorded him even as he was saying how he was laughing when Mayuguna was crying and the guy left. Then another one was also waiting by the gate to tell Marwa that he's going to assist them get to the robber after they have gone inside the police station and reported. And I was wondering, how do you assist somebody? You are not even the police. How do you assist somebody? Could this have been maybe a member of the gang who was even trying to see the emotions and even to get an idea how whether Marwa is trying to track the phone or the police are going to track the phone? You know, when you come out of the police station and somebody approaches you and you'll say, okay, did you, he'll ask you, did you report? Yes, we reported and we were told even the phone is going to be tracked, and it was even tracked, and it was, you know, something like that. That guy may have been wanting to get some information to see whether Marwa and Rocio were given any leadways to the point where the phone was. Actually, Marwa and Rocio later could track the phone to a slum in Madare, and that is where the phone is, the iPhone. But guys, the thing is, are the police going to help this YouTuber couple get their phone back? And even if they got their phone back, surely, how about the GoPro camera? How about the money and all that? And are the police willing to go all the way and help them track this phone? Surely, I'm not talking about the loss as in property or content that was in that handbag, but I'm talking about the trauma that Rocio went through. And also Marwa, he was physically traumatized. He kept saying, oh my God, I told you, Rocio. Oh my God, I told you, Rocio. And the gossip, whatever magazine in Nairobi, or whatever channel in Nairobi that is called Nairobi Gossip, it reported about a YouTuber, a very popular YouTuber, whose camera was and handbag was snatched by the motorist. And for how long are these motorcycle guys going to cause havoc in Nairobi? I'm talking with a lot of pain, because they tried me on my camera. Go back to my videos and see how they came and tried to snatch my camera as I was vlogging on the roads. Today I don't vlog because I fear every motorcycle that passes by me. And you know, in Nairobi there are so many motorcycles, guys. I hear a motorcycle behind me as I'm walking, and I always turn because they came and tried to snatch my camera as I was vlogging by the road. And from that day I was afraid I don't vlog. What is wrong with us Kenyans? Why can't you let us do our work with the YouTubers? Why are you always the motorcycle people? Why are you always becoming the victims? The gangsters. Why are you doing this to us? The motorcycle people. You are, I don't know how to describe you people. You are just an inconvenience. Even on the roads, you just enter. Even as somebody has indicated while driving, you still want to enter through the side he has indicated. And once you are hit by the motorcycle, by the cars, you come in your millions, in your numbers, and start trying to say that you are going to burn the car or even beat up the person who was driving the vehicle. Yet you are the people who come and try to inconvenience everybody. Now see what you have done to Rocio. See what you have done to Marwa. Surely, what a shame. I think the government of Kenya should take action against these motorcycle people who have become robbers and thieves, and who are actually very bad even on the roads when riding these motorcycles. I wonder, and if I say this, I know that so many stones are going to be thrown at me, because maybe somebody will say it's because you never are carried by a motorcycle, maybe because I drive or because I don't. But let me tell you, I sometimes pity the people that hire these riders to take them home or to carry them. And when I say this, I know everybody uses these riders, including my people in the village and my many friends in the city. And me also, when I have had a puncture or when I don't have a car, maybe I can use that, but I don't. I fear these people. I fear these people because they are going to inconvenience motorists, and we are going to be hit, the two of us. On Saturday, when I was doing a video about the Ramadani Eid ul Fitri, I actually found somebody who was hit by a car and died instantly. A motorist hit by a car and died instantly. This is what is happening on these roads, because these people will just inconvenience you as a driver, and then you hit them, you end up killing them, and then you are jailed or you are convicted for murder. Yet they are the ones who are. Anyway, I'm very, very, very sad when doing this video, and I'm very, very, very annoyed because I have had these people try to snatch my camera before. I have seen what they have done to Rocio, snatching her handbag, and she became like, so traumatized. She ran after the thief whom she couldn't catch because the thief was riding a motorcycle and she was walking. And I saw the way Marwa was also traumatized. And I also looked at the other side of issues and I said, how come that this is happening to Marwa when Marwa has always been treated well in other people's countries? Yet in the country Kenya, even the girlfriend who has been in the village, Nyabohanse, all these days, cannot walk in the streets of Nairobi with peace because her handbag will be snatched. Oh my God, what a country. Why are you doing this to our country? Why do you want a bad name to go out there when we already have the marathoners that are taking very good report about Kenya out there in the world? Why do you want our country to have this very bad name? You thieves, motorists, motorcycle riders, motorcycle thieves. Why are you making our country have such a very bad name? So my apologies goes to Rocio and Marwa. And I'm sorry that this has actually happened. I put myself in their shoes, and I know it is very, very sad when somebody snatches your bag. It is very, very sad. It is very confusing. I cannot even start describing this kind of a feeling. It is very unfortunate. So I'm sure these people, after coming out and they were just taking their walk on a Sunday morning in the city of Nairobi when it is so deserted, and this thing happened to them, I can imagine how they slowly now walked back to their hotel room. And there they opened their laptops. Oh my God. They opened their laptops and started now trying to search the signal, to see where the signal of the iPhone is. It's very unfortunate. How can you do this to somebody? And when I say this, I know so many people have lost many things and valuables in Nairobi and many other cities in the world. I'm sure you're just wondering, why is she saying that and everybody loses things all over the world? But I'm saying about the emotional torture and mental torture that these people went through because of this particular gangster or thief or robber who decided to do something like this that is very, very unfortunate. Imagine if the passport was there. Rocio, I don't know what to tell you, my sister, but I want to tell you, sorry about what happened to you. And Marwa, yes, you were walking your girlfriend in the city of Nairobi after having been in the village for many months. It's very unfortunate that this thing happened to you, Marwa and Rocio. And I want to say, I would not wish it on the worst of my enemies. And I understand, it doesn't matter what people are saying. What I'm saying that it is not right even before the eyes of God. When you do this to another, you are just, let me tell you, you don't know what you are doing to yourself because God doesn't like this. God doesn't like this. And don't you ever think or imagine that in this life you are going to live a very good life. Even if you went and sold that phone for how many thousands, it doesn't matter how much you are going to fetch out of selling that phone. Let me tell you, you will never be happy in life. You will never be happy. God will never bless you. You will live a very miserable life. You the thief. And you the buyer of such a phone. You are going to live a very miserable life because you cannot continue hurting people the way you hurt them. And then you expect things to work out for you. So guys, I know that I've not spoken about Marwa for a very long time. But I just had to come here and say pole to them, Rocio and Marwa. And I also want to tell the outside world that, yes, this is Kenya for you. It may not be the safest city, but it is safe. This was just one mad case. Don't be afraid to come to Kenya. Don't be afraid to walk in the streets of Kenya or Nairobi. This was just one mad case. Maybe two, maybe three, because I was also tried. But I want to tell you that you can safely walk in the streets of Nairobi, but avoid carrying documents. Avoid carrying documents. I one time do a video about how I was hijacked in a public service vehicle many years ago. I was hijacked in a public service vehicle, and from that time I hated public service vehicles. Not that I want to say this and people are going to say, so how are we going to travel? No, I know you do travel in them, but it's not because you like them. If you had an alternative, you would not travel in them. But that is what happened. Those days, they were robbing us in the public service vehicles at gunpoint, and they did that to us. I was equally so traumatized. I don't even want to remember that time. But guys, this was not about me. It was about Marwa and Rocio. I'm sorry for them. And I say, may the government take action. It is not about the police recovering the iPhone. They may recover the iPhone, but the trauma that this girl went through, let me call her a girl,